Making the first move. Putting yourself out there. Letting the girl know that you're interested. And doing it in the right way. It can be nerve-wracking, it can be scary, but there is a right way to do it, in my opinion. And I'm going to share that with you today. And I promise you, by the end of the video, if you implement some of the tips you've learned, you'll be having much more success with your interactions. You need to be honest with yourself in regards to where you stand in the sexual marketplace. How much value you have as an individual, because it is a marketplace, guys. So if you think about it like this, at the top far end of any marketplace is the most desired product, the most desired object. And at the bottom is naturally the least desired. Let's take, I don't know, Lewis Hamilton. Number one, super good looking, super famous, rich, well-known, charismatic, good looking, chilled, nice guy. He's a high valued man. If he walks up to the girl of his dreams, off the bat, she's going to have a little bit of interest with him, providing she's single, and she's going to have a bit of rapport with him because it's Lewis Hamilton. So when he's getting to know the girl, all he has to do is play it cool throughout the interaction because he's Lewis Hamilton. He doesn't need to say too much. He doesn't need to work too hard, or it's going to be too try hard. If Joe from Peterborough, who works in recruitment and is 18, steps to his dream gorgeous 10 out of 10 model, he may not get the same response that Lewis Hamilton does. And the reason for that is because Lewis Hamilton has a perceived value that Joe from Peterborough does not have. In order for you to get that same positive response, which is 100% possible, what you need to do is demonstrate that you have value as quickly as possible. And the number one way to do that is through charisma, confidence, and fun. Because anybody can meet anybody. Lewis Hamilton can meet that dream girl, but if he's super dull, even though she's attracted to him and he has all the status and all the things that she wants, and if he's really dull, she might not really get on with him, because everybody wants to be around someone who's charismatic and everybody wants to be around someone that's fun. Those are two qualities that don't require status, don't require looks, don't require money, don't require a six-pack. Because we know there's loads of guys out there that are not the best looking guys ever, and they've got great girls behind them. So how do you do it? You go in with an opener that off the bat suggests that you are those two. i.e., your opening compliment to the girl needs to be coming from a place of lightheartedness, of fun, of easygoingness, of not do or die. I hope this works. So what I would say is make a little joke with your opener. Have a bit of fun with it. Don't go in too serious, because if you go in too serious, it's too try hard. Like you're trying to be Lewis Hamilton. Do something that's a little bit daring. And when I say daring, do something that's going to force you to get out of your comfort zone. So for example, whenever I see a girl, what I'll do is I'll make eye contact with her, and I'll maybe look down, and then I'll look away. And then if she looks at me again, I'll pretend that I'm talking to security on a little walkie-talkie. And I'll be like, yep, it's definitely her. And she's still looking at me. Yep, she just looked at me and she's got blonde hair. I'll be like, yeah, it's her with the blonde hair. And straight away she's thinking, what's going on? What's he doing? Oh, and then she gets that it's a joke. She can tell, oh, this guy straight away is in the block of charismatic, funny, cool guy. Opposed to me going, hi, how are you? What's your name? Where are you from? Like, I can't go in with that low, chilled, relaxed vibe because I have no value baked into me. Because I'm not Lewis Hamilton. I'm just Joe from Peterborough. No one knows who I am. But by being charismatic and by taking a more daring approach and something that's going to capture people's attention and break the pattern, what that will do is put you in that category of cool guy, as I mentioned. And then it becomes a case of me getting to know you and you getting to know me. And that makes it exciting. That makes it interesting. That allows chemistry to grow. And it promotes positive engagement, because there's nothing worse than rocking up to a girl and not knowing what to say. That's what confidence is. It's about putting yourself out there and trying. Charisma is about saying something better than average. That's what charisma is in simple terms. And fun, well, fun is about you being lighthearted and expressing yourself and making light of this scenario. So by doing that little walkie-talkie example, like you're talking to security, it takes away all the pressure, all the stiffness. And then what I would do is after I've made that little joke, that rapport, straight away jump in with a compliment. Set the table, let her know why you're there and what's going on. Because if you're someone that struggles with communication, you may not be as good at letting people know what you're thinking as you think you are. So by giving a solid, weighty compliment, it has a smoothness to it. It has that sort of James Bond quality. It's like he makes a joke that gets her attention, and then he comes in with a compliment. And then from there, it's just a case of getting to know the person, peppering in a bit of fun with teasers, with jokes, with a bit of lightheartedness, and seeing if the chemistry grows. Now, if you're not fully confident to begin with such like the walkie-talkie example that I mentioned, then don't do that. Just go in with a big smile and control yourself in terms of projecting your compliments. So say it with such intent, with such enthusiasm that the girl can see the authenticity in you. So don't just say, hey, you have nice hair. Make a specific compliment and really take your time, if you can, to articulate what it is that you like within that woman's energy, what it is you find attractive about her. And that again shows charisma, shows confidence, and bakes in value, because being able to articulate how you feel is a very attractive quality for a man to have. Why do women like rappers so much? It's because they can articulate their self in a way that's charismatic, because they're using rhymes to, express how they feel. And it's cool when a guy can articulate himself verbally very well. For more content like this, click on the next video that pops up, subscribe, like, comment, all of that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next one.